Hello, welcome back to another video. Now we're going to look at employees, which is theme 1, section 4, and the first part of it. I'm going to get straight into it. Just subscribe and like. So cool. Employees can be an asset. They offer skills and ability to the firm to add value. Also, they could be a liability. They get wages and salaries, which are of cost to the firm. A wage is just paid for amount of work the employee does, such as £10 an hour, and a salary is a fixed amount that gets paid each month, so £2,000 a month no matter how much they work. Employees being recruited and trained is a cost that takes time and money and effort. Also, making sure there are good working conditions is a cost for the firm, such as having regular health and safety checks, cleaning the place, etc. Another definition you need to know for the A-level business course is contract of employment. It's a legally binding agreement between the employer and the employee about the duties and rights they have. Dismissal is when someone breaches their contract of employment, which is also known as getting fired. A redundancy occurs when the employee's job role is no longer required, such as in COVID when people were getting laid off because the business couldn't keep up with their costs. And firms usually have to pay redundancy pay to employees who have been at the firm for 2 years. Now we're going to look at flexible workforce and multi-skilled workforce. So examples of a flexible workforce including full-time or part-time contracts. Full-time workers mean that a firm has guaranteed staff, but it may be costly for a firm if there's not much work to do. Also, part-time staff employed means that these costs are avoided, although a firm may struggle to meet demand if there's not enough staff working at a given time. 0-hour contracts, this is when a firm employs someone but does not offer guaranteed hours. This means that they are only offered work when they are needed, but the staff can reject any work offered. That seems confusing, just take your time to read it. An example is supply teachers in school. A disadvantage of this is that firms may find it hard to have many people working during busy periods. Flexible hours, workers complete a set number of hours per week or month at times suited to them. So this means more employees can be motivated because they feel valued. However, it's hard to set up meetings and know when all workers are at the same time. And lastly, the business includes outsourcing. This is when a business pays other firms to do tasks for them. Firms do not have to invest into new staff or machinery if it's just a sudden increase in demand for their products, which saves them costs. Just read over those and remember those and take notes, and eventually you'll get it. Now, a benefits of multi-skilled workforce. Firms can employ less people because staff members can do many roles, which means lower recruitment costs. Workers can be moved between jobs when needed if there's an absence, so productivity is maintained. And employees are more motivated because they feel valued and they've been trained. However, it may be expensive to train staff, and staff may expect more higher wages and salaries, which can increase the firm's cost. Lastly, employees and employees have to have good relationships. A successful relationship between those two maximizes cooperations and minimizes conflicts, which means employees are more motivated and more productive, so there's less cost and more profits for the firm. Individual bargaining is when an individual employees negotiate with the employer about their own pay and working conditions, whereas collective bargaining is when a group of employees are represented by a workforce representatives, such as trade unions, such as Unison. They could take actions at national levels by putting pressure on the governments to make changes to legislation, such as increasing the minimum wage set. Now that's it for today's video. Like I always say, I just try to get to the point quickly and not waste your time so you can make your own notes. Within this video, make key notes of maybe the how to be a flexible workforce and multi-skilled workforce. Apart from that, that's it. I hope you subscribe and like. Thank you.